Dr. Ashok Ganguly. 5 minutes.
Honorable Chairman, I mean, whatever had to be said about the power sector, Honorable Minister, you have heard everything. I have nothing new to say, except that I'll be carrying coal to Newcastle, knowing your knowledge about this field. What you're really facing is a challenge to our economic growth. The shortage of power generation and transmission has been estimated to reduce our economic growth between 1.5% to 2%. So you have a very crucial role to play in bringing about short-term measures. While I admire the long-term measures and non-hydrocarbon-based power generation, Mr. Chairman, through you, I would request the Minister to prepare a list of priorities of investment already made, underutilization of those investments, and reasons for the underutilization of the investments that have been made. I mean, in the 11th five-year plan, the actual addition of power was 62.4 gigawatts compared to a plan of 78.7 gigawatts. It's not that the power plants are not available, but there are various stages of completion. And somebody mentioned the power mission in the short term, which is, it is necessary for you to, sir, to see what are the bottlenecks. Are they power purchase agreements? Is it fuel supply? Is it the imported coal and the devaluation of the rupee? Or is it the monopoly of coal production and whether you want to open that up? And what are the troubles of different states who are not able to pay for the power that they are buying from the other states and that is being distributed? I think these are immediate short-term measures which we need to classify differently. While the long-term measures, I totally agree. Praful Bhai has mentioned it, Nachiappan has mentioned, a lot of people have mentioned it. Solar power, this power, that, and I totally agree with nuclear power, but we are talking about 20 to 30 years, and I'm really talking about the next 5 years for you. Now, the loss of power is an euphemism for theft of power. Significant amount of theft, which, we pretend that there are transmission losses. It comes under the classification. Number two, I think the transmission and distribution losses must be taken as a single issue for you to give directives to the state. Although it is a concurrent subject, I think you can help. It's not direction, I take that word back. What help can you give in order for them to deal with this problem comprehensively? Because we have, the point of the fact is we have slums, people below the poverty line. We give free power to the agriculture sector. But what about, giving some power availability to people in the urban area who are below the poverty line? That is a challenge we meet. Now, one of the issues, I think, which is going unnoticed, because of free availability of power to the agriculture sector, the depletion of groundwater is a major challenge which we indirectly face and which is even a bigger water shortage for agriculture because of depletion, rapid depletion through free power usage is a rapid challenge that I think you have to deal with as well. You will have to deal with along with the Water Resources Department. But it is even a bigger issue than the power shortage issue that we are facing, Mr. Minister. And I would like to hear your response to such issues that go under the radar screen while we are discussing theft, pilferage, and other issues. And therefore, I believe that the multiple challenges that the power sector is facing require very well-defined short-term measures that Honorable Minister is going to take and have task forces, have, you call it missions, you call it anything. But it is something that is staring at our face. There are a lot of power projects, for example, which remain incomplete because of road access, land acquisition, and the availability of credit and the cost of credit, and the challenges that the half-completed, quarter-completed,
Please.
three-quarters completed power projects, I think if you deal with them comprehensively, there is going to be solution, because you are looking, I mean, I saw your actions during the Delhi power shortage. These are not rocket science, Mr. Minister. These are issues that I think common people understand. You have a powerful department. And I think we need to hear from you, what is it that you are going to do differently that will make a difference?
Please try to conclude.
I'll just conclude it, because in addition to the depletion of groundwater, the other thing that I think, Mr. Minister, for the longer term, that I request you through the chairman to pay attention to is what China is ignoring. That is our carbon footprint. Because although in the short term we will have to accept the carbon footprint which is going to grow, in the longer term you have the responsibility as well, while bringing hydrocarbon security, to contain India's carbon footprints. I mean, with the limited time available, and I'll be very happy to write all these points down into a comprehensive note and pass it on to you.
Very good.
But I am hugely excited what is possible in the short term with investment already made, while looking at the longer term with a different mirror. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. I'm sorry I exceeded my time.
No, it's okay. Thank you.